So these are the new cue cards from May to August. These will be applicable. This is the first file. If we come to know of any other, get hold of any others which are new, then we'll be adding and posting the final file within 3-4 days. So this is, I've given a few cue cards to all of you to speak on. Hardeep is going to start. So Hardeep, let's have your cue card. You may start now.
There are many pictures that I really like and I enjoy seeing them because they're all related to my past in one way or the other. But there is one picture that is from my school days. I mean, actually, this is a group photo of my whole class that I studied with in my 12th class, and it is from 2000. And whenever I see this, I actually remember all those friends of mine and the teachers of mine. So that is the picture that is very close to my heart. And in the picture, there are the sports teacher and captain of my house and many other teachers that were once my favorite. And although I'm not able to reach to any of those most of the friends or the teachers nowadays, but looking at the picture helps me recall of those wonderful days that we spent together. And I have actually framed it into a beautiful frame and placed in a proper place where I can easily take a look at it at least once or twice a day. So I think this is the picture that is very wonderful and one of the best pictures from my past. Also, there is my best friend Baljit, who was with me all of the years from 6th to 12th in my hostel years.
Okay, it's 2 minutes. That's it. Very well spoken. Consistency was good. For all the students here, consistency means the speed at which you start, that speed continues till the end. So there is no need to rush in the beginning. Otherwise, you'll have to speak a lot. And when you speak a lot, you tend to do a few mistakes also more. So it's better to keep a consistency, which you can carry throughout the cue card and in fact throughout your speaking. So well done, Hardeep, and I'll play it back to see if there were any mistakes.
Thank you, ma'am. Picture that I really and I enjoy seeing them because they're all related to my past in one way or the other. But there is one picture that is from my school days. I mean, actually, this is a group photo of my whole class that I studied with in my 12th class, and it is from 2000. And whenever I see this, I actually remember all those friends of mine and the teachers of mine. So that is the picture that is very close to my heart. And in the picture, there are the sports teacher and captain of my house and many other teachers that were once my favorite.
Once my favorites. Okay.
Also,
Many other teachers who are that both are correct for people who were once my favorites. Okay.
I'm not able to reach to any of those. Well, most of the friends or the teachers nowadays, but looking at the picture helps me recall of those wonderful days that we spent together.
You can use the word nostalgic of my school days. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. And I have actually framed it into a beautiful frame and placed in a.
You can say I've got it framed. Okay.
Okay.
I've got it framed.
a place where I can easily take a look at it at least once or twice a day. So I think this is the picture that is very wonderful and one of the best pictures from my past. Also, there is my best friend Baljit, who was with me all of the years from 6th to 12th in my hostel years.
Okay, it's 2 minutes. That's very well spoken, Hardeep. I would say definitely 7 bands. A little, faster, not just a shade faster. Okay, would
Okay.
that'll add to the fluency part. And otherwise, it was well spoken, no grammatical errors, nothing. So I think it should go above a 7 if the examiner is fair enough. All
Thank
right,
you, ma'am.
who is going to speak next?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, which one are you going to speak on?
should I or Dipali start because at the same time said yes.
Yeah, same time. Yeah.
One by one. First Dipali, then Mehak. Okay.
Okay.
Then next. Okay.
Okay,
All
ma'am,
of
thank
the
you.
other students also will get a chance. Please select your cue card. All right, Dipali, which one are you going to speak on?
18, could describe an important plant in your country.
All right, you may start.
Okay. In my country, has a lot of plants. In my country, lot of plants are famous, and I am a person who who is plant lover. Today, I would like to talk about a plant which is we can found easily to every Hindu houses. It is a tulsi plant. Tulsi plant is a very famous for herb, and it is also uh, it has some story with Lord Krishna. So Hindu peoples are पूजा को क्या बोलते हैं मैम?
Worship, worship.
Worship, sorry. Hindu peoples are worship that plant. So this plant we can found easily most of Hindu's house, and also I grow 3 to 4 plants in my home house, and and I also use like as a remedies, like when my son got cough, so I made some herbs for my son, and also it is good for skin. As well, I also use it. Sometimes I put it in my tea also, so it is very good for everyone. Uh, and I pray and worship every day Tulsi ji. Last Mother's Day, my son was gave me a plant, Tulsi ji plant,
All right, it's
and
2 minutes.
he.
It's 2 minutes. Okay, Dipali, there are a lot of grammatical errors, but you can go on and on for 2 minutes and even more. That is a plus point. There are some the pronunciation of the word F, famous. It's not famous, it's famous, fur, soft fur. Okay, you have to work on that pronunciation also. Okay, and I'll just play it back and tell you the other mistakes.
Okay. In my country, has a lot of plants. In my country, lot of plants are famous.
See, famous
And
name.
I am a person
Which are famous, right?
who is plant lover.
Who is a plant lover? I'm a person who is a plant lover. Okay.
Today, I would like to talk about a plant which is we can found easily to every.
We can find, which we can find. After can, these are the modal verbs. Can, could, will, would, may, might, and shall, should. All these verbs are never followed by any other form of the verb except the first form. We can find. We can found is wrong. Okay.
Houses. It is a tulsi plant.
It is tulsi. It is
Tulsi
the tulsi
plant is a very famous
It's not
for
famous. It's famous.
herb, and it is also uh, it has some story with Lord Krishna. So Hindu peoples are पूजा को क्या बोलते हैं मैम?
Worship.
worship, sorry. Hindu peoples are worshipped.
Hindu peoples are worship. Peoples is wrong. People are is wrong. Hindu people worship this plant. Okay.
So
And you know the English name of this plant is the holy basil. Okay. It's Devi.
yes. Yeah, I totally forgot.
Let me see the exact pronunciation. It's basil.
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 Basil. It's not basil. It's basil.
Yeah, basil. I know.
Basil.
Basil. Okay. So that is the basil plant.
Found easily most of Hindu's house.
Hindu
And
houses.
also I grow 3 to 4 plants in my house, and and I also use like as a remedies, like when my son got cough, so I
Whenever my son gets cough or catches cough and cold, then I make a drink and put basil leaves in it and give it to him. Okay? It soothes his throat and he gets better soon.
some herbs for my son, and also it is good for skin. As well, I also use it. Sometimes I put it in.
As well, I also, this is doing too much. As well, I also use it for is enough. You don't need to write, say as well. Okay?
Also, so it is very good for everyone. And I pray and worship every day Tulsi ji. Last Mother's Day, my son gave me a plant.
My son gave me. Was gave two past tense verbs never come together. Okay.
Yes,
So, Swati, you
I
can
get
see
this mistake every time.
there are a lot of grammatical errors, but the plus point is that your consistency is not, you've also spoken with the same consistency, same speed throughout. But you know, every other sentence has a grammatical error. So max this Q card will fetch you is between 5.5 and 6 so far. Okay. You have to work on the grammatical portion. Okay. So with that, the improvement will come. Otherwise, volume and consistency is very good. And pronunciation also very occasional error. Don't worry about that. That's fine. Okay. Yes,
Thank
Mehak.
you.
Yes, Mehak. Which one are you going to speak on?
You told me the third one describes someone that is role model for young.
Okay. Next, Damilare, your turn. Okay. And then we have Kulbir, and there's another Mehak, or are you've logged in from two things?
No, I just logged in from
Okay.
one device.
Okay. And then Prashanthan, your turn, and Zanab, your turn. Okay. Pick up from these cue cards. Yes. Which one are you going to speak on, Damilare? All right. Damilare is not.
I'm here with you, ma'am. I'm
You
just
want,
thinking.
you want to
Please, can
speak
you
on
give
anyone?
I will look into it and pick one, but let another person come on board, then I will go after.
I didn't get what you said.
Okay. I said I'm still thinking about it. I'm just looking at it.
Fine.
Can you just give me
Then Kulbir, Karthik, Jashan, Zainab, pick up anyone and speak. I've displayed some others also.
Ma'am, may I start?
Yes. Who is that?
Ma'am, I am Bharti
Bharti.
from the ID of Karthik here.
Okay. Yes. All right. You may start.
I'm going to talk about third cue card activity which you enjoyed with your friends.
Okay. Okay. Third one.
Yes, ma'am.
This is third one is different.
Ma'am, activity you enjoyed with your friends.
All right. Describe an activity you enjoyed with your friend. You have the old file with you, right?
I have viewed it from the screen.
Okay. The third one here is role model. Anyways, you can speak on activity you enjoyed with your friends. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. You can start.
Well, I am a social person and I
No,
love.
yeah.
Can I start again?
No, yes. Actually, I started the recording and then we started speaking. So now you may start. Okay? Start.
Okay. Okay. Well, I am a social person and I love to enjoy various activities with my friends like cooking. I would like to describe activity which I did last weekend with my friends. It's the cycling activity. Like me and my friends, we decided to go to Himachal through our cycles. So Himachal is actually it's a 30 kilometer away from my hometown Hoshiarpur. So we all decided to do this activity on the Sunday. So all my friends, there are four other friends, we all gathered at my house at 5 o'clock and we started our trip at 6 o'clock. All of us had our backpacks and we kept our water bottles, raincoats, and small snacks with us for the way. So we started our journey and we took several breaks at the way at the on the way our way to the uh, our journey. So after 10 kilometers, there was a famous Hindu temple. We first took our break there. We worship at that temple and we also enjoyed there was a community kitchen in that temple. We enjoyed our breakfast at that temple, and after that we again started our journey. There were many mesmerizing views at the way. We stopped after some time and we clicked different pictures. We enjoyed we met many people as it was the morning time, so we enjoyed morning views. It was like it was a good way to enjoy the beautiful views at the way,
Okay,
like
Bharti.
gardens.
It's 2 minutes already. Okay? Very nice, very well spoken. I'll just play it back for the occasional errors which I could spot. Okay?
Okay. 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 Well, I am a social person and I love to enjoy various activities with my friends like cooking. I would like to describe activity which I did
Here I would like to describe an activity. Okay? An activity.
last weekend with my friends. It's the cycling activity. Like
It's the cycling activity. This activity is cycling. Okay? We went on our bicycles, like you can say like that.
Me and my friends, we did.
So in English, it is not me and my friends. It is my friends and I. Okay. And one of my friends in the US, she gifted me a grammar book, Reader's Digest book. It is the title of the book is My Grammar and I, or should that be me? Okay. So it's always my friends and I. Me and my friends is wrong. Okay. So that is you must learn that. So when you say in the introductory questions, there's a question, tell me something about your family, then you can say there are 4 members in my family, my father, my mother, my brother, and I, not me. Okay? I.
Okay. Decided to go to Himachal through our cycles. So Himachal is actually it's a
2 hour cycles on our cycles, okay? That is better.
30 kilometer away from my hometown.
When you say 30 kilometers, away word is not needed. Himachal is 30 kilometers from my hometown, okay?
Hoshiarpur. So we all decided to do this activity on the Sunday. So all my friends.
On a Sunday, not the Sunday. एक संडे में मतलब द संडे हो गया कोई खास संडे जिसमें कुछ और भी हुआ था. So and or when the second time you speak of this Sunday, then you can say the Sunday. Okay.
There are 4 other friends. We all gathered
There were 4 other friends.
at my house at 5 o'clock, and we started our trip at 6 o'clock. All of us had our backpacks, and we kept our water bottles, raincoats, and small snacks with us for the way. So we started our journey, and we took several breaks at the way on the way our way to the our journey. So after 10 kilometers, there was a famous Hindu temple. We first took our break there. We worship at that temple, and
we first took our break there. Instead of that, you should say we took our first break there. Okay.
Also enjoyed there was a community kitchen in that temple. We enjoyed our breakfast at that temple, and after that we again started our journey. There were many mesmerizing views at the way. We stopped.
On the way. There were many mesmerizing views on the way. Okay.
Some time, and we clicked different pictures. We enjoyed. We met many people as it was a morning.
It is not people's, it's people. Okay.
Time, so we enjoyed morning views. It was it was a good way to enjoy the beautiful views.
All right. So Bharti, on the whole, very, very well spoken. But I think if you just slow down your speed a little, a shade, then you'll have to speak less, and the grammatical errors, and you can think and speak in between. 1 second pauses after every sentence are natural. Okay, natural pauses add to the fluency. But the pauses should not be very long, which are not long in your case. So you started on very, very fast note. So you had to carry it through the cue card. I would suggest that you can speak at a slightly relaxed, speed, right?
Yes,
From
ma'am. Yes.
all right.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Who's going to speak next?
Mehak.
All right, Mehak, you may start. Which one are you
My
speak on?
third one, the role model.
Okay, this one.
Describe someone that is role model for young people.
All right, you may start.
There are people that they get influenced by a lot of community people around them. Today, I want to talk about a famous personality. No doubt he is no more today, but still holds a place and is still a role model for young people. He is no another than APJ Abdul Kalam. I come to know about this personality when I was in 6th standard. My English teacher told me about him. He is a former president of India and is an Indian aerospace scientist. He has developed a lot of missiles and nuclear weapons. Talking about his personality, he is around 5 feet with a black hair and a Tamil Muslim. I The most inspiring thing about him is he started as a child as a newspaper vendor, and now he is a scientist and engineer. That itself is a thing to learn from, that hard work is the key to success. He is an honest, disciplined, and a person of simplicity. In his house, he doesn't have anything like luxurious. He only have some books, some basic things. He never show off. he wrote a lot of books, and one of the famous one is Wings of Fire. He belongs to a very poor family, but he worked hard and developed himself that he is known all over the world. He died because of a cardiac arrest in a while he was giving a speech in a college. And one of the most inspiring thing about him is that makes him a role model is when he declared that on his day there should whenever he
All
died there
right,
should
all
be
right, all right. It's 2 minutes. Okay. So Mehak, you have to learn when 2 minutes are going to be over. So whenever whenever I take the speaking of my students, I always advise them that whenever you begin
yes.
any cue card, don't think of a flashy beginning. Because when you think of a flashy beginning, you take time to think of that. And when you take
Okay.
time and you start with a flashy beginning, then what happens is that
Yes.
grammatical errors step in. Okay. So,
Okay.
and it is like in Hindi, you say, na, "Aa bail mujhe maar." That holds true there. Okay. So,
Okay.
whichever the cue card is, there are so many cue cards here in front of you. Okay. Whichever
Yes.
the cue card is, you can simply start that here I would like to talk about such and such person. Okay.
Okay.
Your role model.
Yes.
That would be better. Okay. Let me see.
Okay. There are people that they get influenced by a lot of community people around them. Today,
So, see, this was not needed, and it is not a correct sentence. Okay.
okay.
You must have spent 2, 3, 4 seconds thinking of this and then speaking on it. It was not at all needed. Okay. You could have said
Okay.
simply.
I want to talk about a famous personality. No doubt he is no more today, but still holds a place and is still a role model for young people. He is no another than AP.
See, is no another than. This is also grammatically wrong. Had you said this personality is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, there would be no mistake and it would be a 7 band plus. Now, when you
Okay.
beautify things, you are in fact calling for trouble. Okay?
Okay. Sure. Abdul Kalam. I come to know about this personality.
Came to know. Come to know.
Okay. Okay. When I was in sixth standard, my English teacher told me about him. He is a former president of India and is an
He was the.
he
Okay? And
was
throughout the cue card, you used the present tense, which went wrong. Okay? He is.
okay.
uh,
Indian aerospace scientist. He has developed a lot of missiles and nuclear weapons.
He developed, not has developed. Okay?
Talking about his personality, he is around 5 feet with a
He was around.
he
Okay.
was around and here at the Tamil Muslim. I the most inspiring thing about him is he started as a child as a newspaper vendor, and now he is a scientist
And became the top
and
scientist
became
of
a
India.
scientist.
Okay?
Okay. Engineer, that itself is a thing to learn from, that hard work is the key to success. He is an honest, disciplined, and a person of simplicity in his house.
He is an honest. All the tense is going wrong. He was very honest. He was known for his honesty, hard work, discipline, okay? And down to earth nature. Like that, you can say. He was known for. Okay?
Okay, sure. He doesn't have anything like luxury.
He didn't have any things of luxury in his home. He lived a very simple life. Okay?
Yes, he only has some books,
He only had some books with him. Okay?
some basic things. He never show off.
He never showed off.
Showed off a lot of books, and one of the famous
He wrote a lot of books. Okay.
one is Wings of Fire. He belongs to a very poor family, but he
He belonged to. Okay.
worked hard and developed himself that he is known all over the
And he was known all over the world and is still known all over the world. for his
Okay. Wasn't okay. He died because of a cardiac arrest in a while he was giving a speech in a college. And one of the most inspiring thing about him is that
one of the is always followed by plural. One of the most inspiring things about him, not things. Okay.
one of the things a role model is when he declared that on his day there should whenever he
All right,
died there
all
should
right. Okay. So Mehak, if I were the examiner with so many mistakes, it would not go above a 6. You know what? Most of the students come and tell me because you spoke well on the whole. Okay. You went on for 2 minutes. You did not stop, but there were quite a few grammatical errors. The tense all went wrong. This would be between 5.5 and 6. The max it would fetch is a 6. Okay. And it
Okay.
would shock you because you would definitely be expecting more for this only. And that is what I tell my students when they come out and tell me, ma'am, we spoke very well, yet examiner has only given 5.5 or 6. So that is, you don't even realize you are doing mistakes. And most of the mistakes can be avoided if you just go for simplicity. If you don't
Okay.
try to beautify things, and that those mistakes can be avoided. So if you speak simple, for the same cue card, you would be getting a 6.5. Now you wanted to speak a 7 plus, you came down to 5.5. That is what
Oh,
happens mostly. Okay. So
yes.
just take care. There is no need to beautify and just be simple, be yourself, speak calmly. That would definitely add, a band to your speaking. So for the IELTS, that is my tip to all of you. Speak simple, keep yourself simple. Okay. Next, who's going to speak on?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. I
Yes.
think I will go next.
Which one are you going to speak on?
I will speak on describing a new law.
Okay,
You
new
would like
law.
to intro.
All right, all right. Yes. Chalo.
Okay, can I go ahead?
Yes, yes.
All right. Today I've decided to talk about the new law idea that I feel that it will benefit my country. And the law is about managing the currency of my country. Over the years, currency in my country has been abused in different ways. The way citizens spend being handled by majority of the traders. It does not feel comfortable, and I feel that they need to know the benefit of the currency. Currency is not just ordinary paper, but it's a symbol of a country as a whole. And today, I would like to just talk briefly about it. Introducing a law that talks about how to manage a currency will go a long way in our economy, and it will also go a long way in giving people orientation and idea of how to handle the currency well and manage it properly. And I think the effect of this will actually reflect on the way we respect our nation as a whole, and then on the way that we actually see our currency as a symbol that actually represents us within the country and outside the country. And I want to believe that by introducing this law, we make people to realize the importance of our currency, the uniqueness, and how special it is across the globe. We appreciate if this law can be passed, and then a penalty should be attached to any citizen that's been observed under the currency of this nation in a or in improper manner or misuse it, probably by spending it in a manner that is not acceptable in a special occasion, or the way it's being stored, or the way it's being handled in a general public. I will appreciate if the punishment can be attached to any
Okay,
citizen we
it's 2
find
minutes.
wanting.
Damilara, it's 2 minutes. All right. So, I could not make out a few words which you said, which you spoke. I would like to take the help of the other students in the class. Could you make out all what he was speaking? Hardeep, Mehak.
Yes, ma'am, there were some words that were like not easy to understand
Yes, Damilara, you should
sometimes.
work on the articulation. Maybe it is the, That is, I thought it was a problem with me only that I couldn't understand. But if there are other students also who couldn't, then I would suggest you work on your articulation. Okay, articulation should be worked on. Dipali, please mute yourself. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll just speak out and you'll let me know what you spoke there so that I can, understand.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. Today I've decided to talk about the new law idea that I feel that it will benefit the country.
What I couldn't make out exactly, just can you speak this whole sentence again a bit slowly?
Okay. I said today I've decided to talk about the new law that I think it will benefit my country.
That I think would benefit my country. Okay, that I think would benefit. Okay, would, did you say would word? No. Okay, because you are going to talk about a new law that you want to want in your country, that you think should be introduced, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that should be
And the law is about managing the currency.
that. The law is about
Managing the currency.
money.
Yes.
And what is the word after money?
I use currency.
Oh, currency is correct. But what is the law?
I didn't specify the law, ma'am.
So that is it, na? I couldn't make out what you are speaking. Okay, the law is about currency. So what is the law that you have to say? Now tell me what you want to say about the law so that I can give you ideas.
Okay. I want to make emphasis on how the money is being handled as a management of the currency.
What law can be there on management? Now you have to specify that, or you change the law that you have to speak. Okay, you have to speak. What law would you want regarding currency?
Yes, ma'am.
So there should be something in your mind which you would like to see. With you can't elaborate if you don't have a specific law in your mind. Then you can't go on and on about it. Let me see next.
Country. Over the years, currency in my country has been abused in different ways. The way citizens spend is handled by majority of the traders.
The way it is being handled by majority of the traders.
Yes, ma'am.
So what law can be there regarding that, Damilare? Whatever, like even in India, if there is a law on currency, what law can be there? How to handle it? It's a personal thing. Okay, you can say the law should be about strict, if anybody evades the tax system, then the punishment should be very strict or something like that. Okay, there should be a law on that. You should have a clear picture in your mind what you are going to speak on. Okay, so that
Yes,
it was very tricky. It was when I thought of this cue card, I had to think a lot. What law should be there, should be introduced? That law should not already be there. It has to be introduced. You would like that to be introduced. So in my book, the law I have prepared is 1 car per family. Actually, then I could speak on the environment. I could speak on the congestion. I could speak on the pollution. I could speak on traffic jams and say that if there were 1 car, obviously I've also written in my cue card that this would create a lot of problems for the people because now everyone in the family needs a different car and to commute from one place to the other. But then this law would ultimately bring a big change and people would use the public transport more and people would also use carpooling. Okay,
Okay.
so if
Yes, ma'am.
that I could speak on for that. So make think of some such law. Think of some such law. You can also think of that every person has to, plant 2 trees. That is a law, and you have to put your names, next to the trees, and you have to nurture those trees till they grow. That way, in a country like India with a population of 150 crores, there would be too much greenery around. if such a
Mhm.
law was there and implemented strictly. Like, so this 1 car per family, planting trees or something like that in a law,
Mhm.
okay? Not just a suggestion for the people, but as a law, okay? So that it could be checked. That is what you have to think of. Anybody
Mm.
else can give me any more ideas for this? I would like to know what other ideas students can use for speaking on the law.
I mean, there
Tushar?
should be a law on like uses of the water.
Yes,
Mm.
there should be a law. I think this law is already there. You can't use, but then people are not aware of this law. So you can say that there should be a law. And you know, when I went to the US and I was watering, I put on the sprinklers in my daughter's home, and she was out somewhere. When she came back, she told me, "Mom, if anybody had reported us, there was a fine of $400. Only 2 days a week sprinklers are allowed, and that too for just 2 hours." Okay.
Mm.
And such a law. And then I came to know that in Chandigarh also you can't wash your car like that, you know, every other day or something. There are fixed timings and fixed days like, for that also. So I was not aware that there are such laws in India also. Okay.
Mm.
And these anybody else with any more ideas what litter outside public places? Yes, that is it. But then it should be in the form of a law so that people are bound to, you know, abide by that. And if they don't, there should be strict fine or punishment like that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this was a tricky cue card to think of a law which is not already there and you want that law implemented. Okay. So any other idea? Yes, littering outside. Yes, that is there.
Voice pollution, ma'am.
Noise.
Buzzing on and everything.
But there is a law. You cannot have any loudspeakers on after 10:30. Any other law that is not already there, you would
Buzzer,
that
vehicle
is
buzzer,
which
vehicle horns.
horns.
Hmm.
Yes, but that law is already there in the Western countries.
Yeah, Western country has that
In
law.
India, yes, you can have a law against honking of horns unnecessarily. Yes, but then you know, in India, people are so used to giving way only when somebody puts a horn on that otherwise it would be a problem. And things move so smoothly there in US, Canada, and all without even, you know, using the
Yes.
horn. And here, horn is it's so much needed. You know, I drive my car and when I used to come back from the US, like 3, 4 times I've been there for 2, 3 months. And I would not use the horn, and then you know somebody or the other would come in front, and I had to again start using it here because things are different here. It's not the same.
Yes, I know.
So that's it. Anybody else wants to speak? Damilare, I hope this helps you.
Yeah, it does. Please,
And
it
and
does.
and
Thank you, ma'am.
and there was a little bit Hindi in that, but whatever we spoke in Hindi was translated in English also. So I don't think there's anything in the class which you have missed, right?
No, not at all.
Okay. Chalo, that's good. And we have non-Indians also in our class. I'm so happy for that. And I wish you are helped by these classes. Anybody else would like to take a go at the cue cards? All right, then. See you tomorrow with some essay discussion class. Okay. All right.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.